You can't talk to no Muslim about Allah now. He'll kill you. A name! He'll kill you. Hebrew Israelites, they just want to argue. They want to tell you that Jesus and Allah came from them. That you worshiping a Jewish God that we don't want. We all told you that he was the one, the three names and what they represent. One sign that shows you that the end time is coming is Nibiru Marduk. I need to speak to you of wormwood. And here's an interesting thing that most people are not paying attention to. And I'm going to say a few things that's going to end up, well, what the heck does that mean? Stay with me. Planet X is something that they don't want you to know about when it passed. Why? Because it signaled the coming of an age and leaving of an age. And they don't want that age to be out of their control, the one we're getting ready to inherit. These are the names that your ancestors gave to this planet. And the stories of the ancestors and what the gods that they essentially created were not really gods, but influences of science. Because our science was different from the sciences of today. What they would call, you know, matter and all these, we'd give a name of a god to. And we would know what it means. But our sciences were more alive. Because in naming something, you gave it a living sense of being. Western culture, in their sciences, labels dead things. They look at the different energies and label it with a dead, very cold, left brain thing. And they do not want to give away the science and the life force that's behind the thing that they have named. But our people were in tune with these forces because melanin, being a magnetic polymer, was always picking up electromagnetic energies and information that they are only now seeing is coming inside of light. They now know that different forms of light and the triangulation of different constellations coming together create specific types of behaviorisms inside of the cell and inside of your body and your temperament. So if that's the case, it means that there is an intelligence behind these triangulations, and these triangulations are broadcast signals of light codes coming to you so that your DNA may now begin to entrain and then shape the way the DNA will now give information to the biology of your body, and thus change refine your body to take away the density of the body so that you pick up even more refined signals. So with planets moving in our sphere, every planet that is in its position at this time is in its position to maintain our consciousness evolution to another plane. Where every planet is situated in our solar system, including the one that they call Nibiru, which comes by every 3,600 years. Every time it passes by, just like every time Mars passes by, every time Venus, the moon, everything is happening on a psycho-spiritual level to change you in some way or to at least influence you. But guess what? Your religions take away astrology and astronomy because they understand what happens if you begin to study what happens in the sky. Then all your Jesus just goes out the window. Your Christ coming back and being born on the 21st and all this bullshit now becomes science. And they do not want you to deal with the spiritual sciences. The spiritual sciences have you looking up. Because guess what? Something is looking back. And sending out signals to you to wake up, my children. fun today.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go forward and see and show you what has happened with Nibiru. This is essentially where the planets are situated at this time, or were situated. And these are the so-called 12 planets that Zechariah Sitchin had put together. They named partly the moon as one of the planets. Now, a moon, as we know metaphysically, a moon was once a sun that became an earth, and an earth that then became a moon. As all things, everything that we see happen, after it hits the moon stage, it then disappears and goes back into the Empyrean to draw together, as it does in cosmic clouds, to consolidate into a sun. Again, the sun burns brightly, the born sun. Remember, the sun is the youngest form of life in the planet, in existence at this time. And these are the proximities, the asteroid belt that supposedly blew up as a result of a mining expedition, a planet that blew up because of a mining expedition, and the mining expedition went wrong. Here we have there, coming out of the Orion belt, that is Marduk coming into our sphere of influence and going into this area here being our solar system. It is out there in the outer reaches, and it comes here, and as you will see, it dips because of the magnetic pull of the sun, the gravity of the sun. It dips suddenly and then slingshots back. At least 11 scientists were killed because of what it is they found out and were about to reveal to us about the coming of Marduk, as well as the coming of planet killers that Marduk is bringing with them. Again, we have a shot of the path and the trajectory of Marduk as it makes its move. Now, at the point here that Nibiru came into our solar system, it came in at a 32-degree angle and left out at a 33-degree angle. What does that mean? For all you Masons in the house. Let me say that again. Nibiru came in at a 32-degree angle at the level of the sun in Fundishi. Give it up to the brother in Fundishi Hassan. All right. And the brothers. Came in at a 32-degree angle and left at a 33-degree angle, which meant that what we saw during 2003, 2007 was a cosmic initiation. A cosmic initiation. People say, well, there's no such thing as Nibiru. Really? Well, I want you to take a look at this particular CAT cam, and you will see Nemesis. Watch very carefully. Watch the horizon.
Yeah. Right.
But of course, how many clear skies have we had over the last 6 to 10 months to the last few years? Has anybody ever seen these little birds flying by that look like they've been eating beans for and all this gas is coming out the back end? And all of a sudden the gas spreads and you can't see blue sky anymore?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right.
Yeah, we'll talk about those too. But there is Nibiru, the second sun that your ancestors spoke about and put on their so-called cartouches, as well as in the coffin text and all of the other ancient texts that the Vatican still has hidden in the bowels of what turns out to be a 5-mile network of life.